Hello students, now in this video let us take some more examples on continuous frequency distribution to find a mode. Continuous frequency distribution is given to us and we are finding, so not a mode, we are finding a median. Among a group of students, suppose the example is among a group of students, 10% scored marks, 10% scored marks below 20, 20% scored marks between 20 to 40, 20 and 40 I can say, okay. 35% scored marks between 40 and 60, okay. 20% scored marks between 60 and 80, okay, and the remaining 30 students scored marks between 80 and 100. Now what we have to determine? So first thing, using this information prepare a frequency distribution table. Suppose we have to prepare a frequency distribution table. For what? Marks and number of students. Clearly from the data we can observe that thing. Now if minimum 40 marks are required, for passing, okay. The question is that how many students have passed? The examination? And the third thing is that calculate median. So from this data, first of all we have to prepare a frequency distribution table. So let us go for that. Now what is given? Marks and number of not a number of students, it is percentage of passing. You know overall percentage how much? 100. So complete percent should be 100. So 10% got below 20, 20% got below 20, between 20 and 40. So obviously the marks are between 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and 80 to 100. Now let me check the percentage. Look at 10% got below. So this is how much? 10%. So let me write 10. Then 20% is here. Then again 35% score between 40 to 60. So here 35. Then 20% score between 16 and 18. So it will be 20. Now remaining remaining 30 students score marks between 80 and 100. Here percentage is not given. So let me prepare one more. Number of students. Suppose. And so here 10% is given, so number of students not given. Here number of students not given. But here number of students 30 are given. Here percentage is not given. Fine. So now let us check how many percentage is this. So total should be how much? 100. But how much we get here? Look at that. It is 10 plus 20, 30. 30 plus 35 will be 65 plus 20 will be 85. So 85% is given to us. But total is how much? 100%. So means 100 minus 85 means what? 15% data is not given. The 15% means how much is this? 30. So I can say from this between 80 and 100. Between 80 and 100. This is my answer. I will start my answer from here. This is also a part of answer. I have just written for your information here. If you won't write that thing, it is okay. Then between 80 and 100 there are how much? 30 students. There are how much? 30 students. Now just I taught you that 30 student is nothing but how much here? 15%. Is what? 15%. Therefore, now 30 student equal to 15% means just half of it. So, I can say 1% equal to how much? 2 students. 1% equal to 2 students. So, if 10% is there, then number of students should be 20. If 20% is there, then number of students will be 40. If 35% is there, then number of students will be 70. Again, 20% is there, number of students should be how much? 40. So let us prepare a table in that way. That is the answer of first part, the frequency distribution table. Marks and number of students. So marks are same, that are 0 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 60, 60 to 80 and 80 to 100. Now number of students are here. From this relation we got the number of students. 10%, so here 20. 20%, so 40. Double of it. If in percentage, it is half of it. So number of students are double of it. Fine. 35, so that will become 70. 20, then again 40. And here it is given 30. Now we have to, this is the case. Now we have to determine minimum 40 marks are required for passing. So how many students have passed? So now this value will give us the students pass, or let us determine it another way. This is our answer of first part. Fine. This is our frequency distribution table. Now let me involve one column here to determine a median also. Now this is continuous frequency distribution. So for median we need less than type cumulative frequency also. Cumulative frequency. Less than type cumulative frequency is also required. So here it is 20, 20 plus 40, so 60, 60 plus 30 is 130, 130 plus 40 is 170, 170 is this 200. So here we get it is 200. Fine. Now what is our aim? To check the number of students who pass the exam. The 40 marks are minimum for passing. So how many students were passed the exam? So that can be determined. Look at here. This 40 is the upper limit here and this 40 is a lower limit. Now you know if the student have a 40 marks, he will be passed. So the total frequency are how many? 200. It is the data of 200 students. So if we subtract this 200 to subtract from 200 this many students, that are what? 60. So if subtract these many students, then we get the number of students passed. So let me write from the less than type cumulative frequency, less than type cumulative frequency, less than type cumulative frequency column, we can see that what there are 60 students with below 40 are these 60, this value is the addition of these one will give below 40 marks. Therefore 200 minus 60, that is 140 students. 140 students passed the exam. This is the answer here. Now the third thing, we have to calculate the median. Now for median, we know we have a formula, median. But before going towards median, we need to find the n by 2. What is n by 2 here? 200 upon 2. So it is again 100. Now which is the median class? Look at here. This frequency is just greater than 100 first time. So this class is our median class. So this is what our median class. Median class is given by 40 to 60. Therefore median class is 40 to 60. Fine. Now let us write the formula. Median equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into H. So what is L here? Here L is what? 40. N is what? 200. So that implies n by 2 is 100. Fine. What is CF? CF is just above this frequency. This cumulative frequency is what? 60. And F is how much? The frequency of that median class. It is 70. And H is the class width. It is everywhere same. These are continuous. So it is 20. Fine. So therefore median equal to L means 40 plus here n by 2 means 100 minus cumulative frequency, that is 60 upon F is 70 multiplied by 20. So it will be 40 plus, now this calculation I have done, it is 11.42857. You can check yourself. So the answer is 51.42857. This is our required median here. Now let me take one more example here for this continuous frequency distribution. In this one, always to find a median, we will determine first cumulative frequency, then find median class using the value of n by 2 and then go for the formula. First of all, if the classes are not continuous, make them continuous, then go further. So now example, an incomplete frequency distribution is given. Incomplete means some values are not given here. Frequency distribution is given as, what does that? Marks and number of students, or let me write simply students. Okay, so what are the marks? Marks are from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 and 60 to 70. Okay, Now students are here 12, 30. Now this is not given. 65. This is also not given. Yes, that's why it is said it is incomplete. So these are not given. Okay. So now the question is not yet complete. The total frequency. The total frequency is 230, and the median of the data is 46. Total frequency is given, as these are not given. So and the median is also given, it is 46. Find the missing frequencies. These unknown things are we have to find out the missing frequencies. So let us go for the answer. Now let me assume, let this frequency is small a and this will be small b. Let me assume that a and b be the missing frequencies. Corresponding to the classes, which classes? 30 to 40 and 50 to 60. I say for 30 to 40 A, 50 to 60 is small b. This is small a, this is small b, suppose. Okay, 50 to 60 respectively. So if this is we have been assumed, so we can prepare a table. So let me write marks students, and what? Less than type cumulative frequency. This is required. Fine. So now marks are what? 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60 and 60 to 70. These are given to us. So students, here 30. Here A we have been assumed, here 65, here B is our assumption, and here 43. Fine. Now let me determine cumulative frequency. Here it is 12. Here 12 plus 30. So it will be 42. Here this is 42 plus A. Now here it is 107 plus A. Then next 107 plus A plus B. 107 plus A plus B. Then next one is 150 plus A plus B, and it is given to us, this value is how much? 230. Fine. So now also the median is given to us. This is about the table. Now what is given? Given that what? 150 plus A plus B, that is equal to summation Fi, that is equal to n. This is given to us how much? 230. 150 plus A plus B. This is given. Fine. And one more thing is given to us, that is what? The median. What is that? Median. That is equal to ME, that is equal to how much? 46. Now once this is given, now let us go for the result. Now median is 46, n is how much? 230. N is 230, and from median we can get which one is the median class. Look at 46 will occur in this. Yes, 46 will occur in between 40 to 50. So this 40 to 50 is what? Our median class. Since median is equal to 46, so this implies median class median class is 40 to 50. Median class is 40 to 50. So we get L is how much? 40. From result we know the result is what? Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF upon F into H. So what is L here? L is 40, lower limit of the median class. Here n by 2. N by 2 is what? 230 by 2. So it is 115. Fine. What is CF? CF is the frequency of just, this is a median class. This is our median class. So this is what? CF, that is 42 plus A. Then F is the frequency of that class. So it is 65. And what is H? H is 10. Here. Therefore, median value is given. So let me put up there. So left hand side is 46. Right hand side will be 40 plus, what is here? 115 minus CF means what? 42 minus, so 42 plus A upon F means 65 and H is how much? 10. Fine. Now let me take this 40 to this side, so it will become 6. 46 minus 40 is this, 46 minus 40. Let me take these value in one side. This is 10 upon 65. Multiply by, what is this? 115 minus 42, and this minus will affect on this one also, it will become minus A. Okay. So what does this imply? This is 6. Multiply by, let me take this one, this will come to this side with reciprocal, 65 upon 10 equal to, do this subtraction, how much is this? 73. This is 73 minus A. What does this? This is what? 39. You can do it. 3, here it is 5, 5, so it will become 13, so it is 39. So this is 39 equal to 73 minus A. Now take this A to this side, 39 to this side. So A will become positive and 39 will become negative. 73 minus 39. So that gives the value of A is how much? This 34. The value of A is what? 34. Now from this result, from this given result, we can determine B. So now also 150 plus A plus B is equal to 230. This is given. Okay. So let us put up A here. So 150 plus 34 plus B is equal to 230. So B is equal to 230. Let me write this sum here. This sum is what? 184 plus B is equal to 234. So minus 230 is this, 184. So how much is this? This is what? This gives B is equal to, this is 16 and 30, so it will be 46. B is how much? 46. So now we have been assumed the missing frequencies of these classes as A and B. So our first missing frequency we got 34 and second missing frequency we got 46 from this data. So as such we can determine, if the frequencies are not given to us, then we can determine them with this rule. Now the next thing, let me take the median by graphical method. How can we represent median on a graph? So let me take that part. Median by graphical method. Median by graphical method. Median by graphical method. So now median can be determined. Median can be determined graphically. Graphically using the procedure. Let us write down the procedure for it. Using the procedure is, the first step is that draw the less than type ogive curve or less than type cumulative frequency curve by taking upper class boundaries on x-axis and less than cumulative frequencies on y-axis. Now second step is that mark the value n by 2 on y-axis. Obviously the frequency is on y-axis, we will mark this value on y-axis, that is cumulative frequency axis. Y-axis also what here, it will become a cumulative frequency axis, and x-axis will become upper class boundaries axis. Cumulative frequency axis. And draw, once we mark that value, then and draw a line parallel to x-axis. X-axis from that point, from this n by 2, from that point we have to draw a line parallel to x-axis, and obviously it will meet somewhere to this ogive curve. To meet the ogive curve, it will meet somewhere to ogive curve. Fine. Then step 3, what does the step 3 says? Step 3 says from this point we have to draw a perpendicular on x-axis. From this point on ogive curve, wherever it meets to ogive curve, from that point we will draw a perpendicular curve. Drop a perpendicular to the x-axis. Once we drop a perpendicular, obviously it will meet somewhere, or we can say that is a foot of perpendicular, or read the value, it will meet somewhere to x-axis. Read the value at the foot of perpendicular, on x-axis. This value is nothing but our median, gives the median of the distribution. Okay, so let me show you. Here we are showing upper boundaries to draw less than type cumulative frequency curve. Already we have been seen it in previous chapter, so go through that video if you don't know that part. So it is, here we show upper boundaries, and here we show less than cumulative frequency. Here we show them less than cumulative frequency. Suppose somewhere here the value n by 2 will be there. Suppose this is a part. So here somewhere here n by 2 will occur. Let me show it. Somewhere here suppose n by 2. Suppose at this point we get n by 2. Okay. So now it is not good. Wait. So suppose here n by 2 is there and our less than frequency curve is as such. We know less than frequency Ogilvy curve is in increasing order. So now we have to draw a line parallel to this x-axis here. So this will be as such. It will be a line parallel to this one. A line parallel to x-axis. So it is parallel to x-axis, this line. Now it will meet somewhere at this Ogilvy curve. Now from that from that intersection point, we have to draw a perpendicular. We have to draw a perpendicular on x-axis. Draw a perpendicular on x-axis, and once this perpendicular will meet here, this point is what our median here. This is what our median, this point of intersection. This is which curve? Less than Ogilvy curve. This is less than Ogilvy curve. So from that we get this is our median here. Here this is n by 2. From n by 2 draw a line parallel to x-axis, and that intersection point from to Ogilvy curve. From that intersection point draw a perpendicular here. It will be 90 degree. You can use scale and all, and that will be what our median. So in this way also you can determine median by graphical method. Now this can be possible for again continuous frequency distribution. Obviously, now here we stop for today. Next video we will see merits and demerits of median. Thank you.